everybody. Welcome back to A Late Show. Let's say hello to our friend across the country, Mr. John Batiste, out in Los Angeles, getting ready for the Oscars. John, it's good to see you. I know we've learned about the guilty verdict in the case of Derek Chauvin and the death of George Floyd. The president and the vice president are speaking right now, I understand.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious what your reaction is. What were you feeling when you heard the verdict today?
Well, I don't think the verdict changes the work that we have to do. I thought that we need to also put Mr. Floyd's family in prayer. His family and our community has gone through a lot, and the country has a lot of healing left to do. So, man, there's so much that I could say, but sending my condolences to the family, and a lot of stuff is just as simple as looking at the video. You see the video, and we don't like to see our humanity on display, or lack of humanity on display in that way. But I'd just like to say that I'm praying for George's family and this country.
And I will add my prayers to yours, John. Well, John, do you have any music for this occasion?
Let's see.
Thank you, John. John Batiste, everybody. Folks, I spend most of my time carefully selecting for you the finest, most topical news DNA of the day, using a specific restricting enzyme to unravel only the most promising and desirable base pairs, delicately modifying the genetic code, then applying ligase enzyme to reform its double helix structure to create for you the flawless, succulent, and pest-resistant nectarine that is my monologue. But sometimes I steal the rejected primates from the medical lab where I volunteer to be tested on, expose them to dangerous levels of radiation, graft a spare grenade launcher onto their thorax, and develop the highly unethical protein modification serums to genetically engineer the freakishly strong, uncontrollably violent ape-human combat hybrid of news that is my segment. Quarantinewhile. Quarantinewhile. A new study has found that your dog gets jealous just imagining you with another canine. Study also found that your cat never thinks about you at all. Do what you want. We never said we owned each other. Researchers say owners can look for the jealousy to be expressed either through barking, growling, clingy behavior, or writing in lipstick on a broken mirror. Quarantinewhile. Due to pandemic stresses on the supply chain, please brace yourselves. There is a shortage of garden gnomes because of raw materials being hard to come by and the recent blockage of the Suez Canal contributing to the national shortage. That's right. Everyone knows the Suez is the global garden gnome superhighway. 80% of the world's gnome supply moves through the Suez, but I bet not one of you took this crisis seriously until your gardens lost their whimsy. And the media are so owned by the moneyed elite, they won't even tell you about all that. That's why you got to read the works of Noam Chomsky. Quarantinewhile. Starting Friday, New Yorkers can get vaccinated under the Natural History Museum's Big Blue Whale. Much better than their original plan, getting vaccinated by one of the cavemen. Here's New York's Bill de Blasio making the announcement yesterday.
We have an exciting new site to announce today. And I've been trying to work with different ways to phrase this, different ideas thrown around. I would say it's a whale of an announcement, or perhaps we are welcoming this new site.
Krill me. Quarantinewhile. Get pumped, Tolkien fans, because we've just learned that Amazon's upcoming Lord of the Rings series will cost $465 million just for the first season. Holy hoorin', that's a lot of mithril. Don't you guys have CGI? How could they save money? Hey, Instead of hobbits, you could use garden gnomes. Wait, damn the shortage! It's affecting everything we love. We don't know exactly what Amazon is spending all this cash on, though an earlier report did indicate that they're shelling out $250 million just for the rights from the Tolkien estate. Well, that's an unnecessary expenditure right there. You could have saved that $250 million if you told basically the same story and just called it Dwarf Squad. $200 million, please. Quarantinewhile. Great news for cinephiles. Vin Diesel will star in a movie version of the Rock'em Sock'em Robots game. It's the perfect movie for everyone who's asked, what if we made Transformers? But there's only 2 of them, they don't transform, and they remain stationary. The film's plot is a closely guarded secret, but insiders say it will weave a complex tapestry of human emotion that can only be described as punching someone's head off. Diesel is psyched for the project, saying, to take the classic Rock'em Sock'em game and align it with the kind of world-building, franchise-making success we have had with Universal is truly exciting. Vin Diesel world-building, oh yeah! That means we're just a few years away from Too Rocked, Too Socked, Fate of the Rocked and Socked, and FRFS6 Fast Rocked and Furiously Socked Tokyo Fist. We'll be right back with Cher. Yeah, that one.